Ndokwa FM.
Ndị be enyi nụ anụ aje otofe ndị oticha akwa nụ anị kete ụbọchị ọzọ n'izuụka ya bụ ụbọchị nọ n'izuụka anyị na-ezu uzuzu njọrọkọtọ ka ekete anyị invited ofu nwa nnara anyị na contesting for the State House of Assembly bịa kọba gwa ụkwanị ife onwe na ihe we na-eso ele the past election dị ka ọ gwa ụkwanị aka gwa kịta na-asị anụ a honorable nụa ife ya dị imewu ya gwa kọwa n'ụkwanị FI Sheba
Efambo David Chukwuka Oshinaba na contest election APC and they represent Okwani in the Delta State House of Assembly.
Noa samu chamo for she one line na she knew to be not contesting for House of Assembly under the platform of APC. Honorable ajụjụ ndị anwụ ya aka ajụ ya n'oyibo n'oyibo bụ mgbe ya asụ na asabana abụọ akwane ilu ebe merime mmanụ shiri isi sokoli urobo bolivia mishakiri daanebe nwa honorable ofu ajụjụ aka ajụ bụ how far is the success of the Beavers machine in the past election?
When you say past election, it means that you mean the 25th presidential
election? Yes.
First of all, I want to say that our electoral system has come of age. Starting from the electorate themselves, you see the way our electorate troop out in mass to come and vote early enough. They didn't just vote, they voted for the candidate of their choice without intimidation. They didn't end there, they stood there and defended their votes. So on that note, I want to commend Nigerians that for once we believe in our system, they come out and voted for the candidate of their choice. And then the part of INEC, the electoral law does not permit you to move around on election day. I participated in my own words, Ward 1, Unit 4 to be precise. I voted then, it was peaceful. All the persons that voted, the Beavers machine did not fail. They recorded the votes, and just yesterday I accessed the INEC website and I saw that the votes that was recorded on that day is what is also recorded in the INEC website. Okay. So on that note, I believe that INEC has done pretty well in the election.
Thank you very much. Well, so in a nutshell, you are not saying the election was free and fair.
I can see the Beavers did not, you were specific about Beavers. The Beavers did not fail, even for once in my polling unit. And as I talk to you now, the outcome of the election at the polling unit level is also what is recorded there. I open the television and even on social media and I see people complaining about how they intended or they eventually changed the results. I cannot prove that in my own case because my own results was not changed. But I'm also aware that there was an attempt by Okowa and his people to try to change the results at the INEC level. But so many people stood and defended what they voted.
Okay.
So as it is today, it is what the people voted that is also recorded there.
Okay, good. So the second question we want to ask you, perhaps the average Kwani man, woman, we want to ask you is, what prompted your reason of running for the State House of Assembly?
Generally, passion for service. Service to serve humanity. Growing up, I read about great even after their death, people still remember them for their services. My father may not be was never a great politician. He not so rich. He was a farmer. You know, the only thing we didn't lack growing up was probably the basic things like food. We were never that rich. But 16 years after his death, his name still speaks for us. Even in my campaign, when you go to places and they say, what's your name, David Oshinago, which Oshinago? I say, is it 2020? The kind of reception I get, it tells me that there is nothing like when you serve your people diligently. So that's my passion.
All right, you're welcome. Good Ruzi. The next question we're going to ask is, what are the major bills you want to initiate in the assembly when you are elected?
I would want to initiate. Okay? It means that it has to be a new bill, because I also know that there are many laws that are on the pipeline that as soon as I get to the legislative house, I want to join in the call for the accomplishment of this bill. But the ones I would like to initiate that are novel, that I have come to realize that in Delta State here, if all the roads, if all the infrastructures, especially roads that the state government has built from 1999 to today, are able to last to the required standards, I'm not sure we'll be having problem of infrastructure in this state today. Because over time, our successive government has tried to do, but what happens is that we build this road today, 6 months after commissioning it, that road will go back to its initial state. So one of the things I will do is that I will sponsor a bill that will enable that give locals to the users, you and I, to challenge the contractor and the supervisor of that project in the failure of that infrastructure. For example, when you build your road and you pass, after 3 months and it's bad, you have the right to take the contractor to court. It is only that note that the contractors will sit up. If not, the contractors will continue to subvert the process. They will have their way, they will bribe the civil servant, they will bribe the supervisor, they will bribe anybody they want to bribe. But if they realize that the people can hold them accountable and liable anytime they want, they will sit up.
Ndị benyi akeje break kitana aba itise anyala judoro nwanani ifo onweni message onweni ye osakwani mberani.
This is Ndokwa FM, the digital radio of your choice.
We are into broadcasting and editing.
We are also into audio and video production.
We also do adverts, documentaries, skits with our range of professional video cameras, drones, and digital production equipment.
So, for your marriage, naming ceremony, birthdays, and burial coverage, reach out to Ndokwa FM.
We are located at number 12, Wire Road, off Okologbo Street, Obiaruku.
Or you can call us on 081 044 57960. 081 044 57960. You can also send us a DM on Facebook, Ndokwa FM, on Instagram, and even on Twitter. Ndokwa FM,
The voice of Ndokwa Nation.
Ndokwa FM.
Ajụjụ ọzọ aka ajụ bụ is there another bill you may want to introduce?
Of course, I'm going there to make laws, so I have to arm myself with a number of things to do. I've told you about the bill to ensure that contractors that undertake contracts to construct our roads meet the specification have said so. Another thing that gives me worries is the vulnerability of our women in matrimony. I would like to sponsor a bill that will protect our women in marriage. Some of our culture give opportunity to some persons to intimidate our women after suffering with their men when their husband died. We should have a law in Delta States that will define the right of a woman in the case of the delays of her husband. When a man dies, all the sovereigns, all their properties, all their wealth are supposed to be for the woman and the children. But here you have families coming to give problem to the woman, especially when the woman is not from the place. No, there should be a law that will protect the woman in the event of that. As a matter of fact, there has been a policy, even though it's not a law, directing and making it mandatory that women should be the primary next of kin to their husband, especially when their children are young. So I was sure that we'll have a law that will protect them. Beyond that, you see my mother taught for so many years and retired after so many years, no pension. The retirement benefits, especially pension, is your contribution from your own purse, from your own sweat. It's not a privilege to you that's given to you by government after retirement. It's like what we call you are saving for the rainy day.
Yeah.
Now our people work, save in government purse, after 35 years or 30 years as the case may be, only to find out that they cannot access it. There should be a law that make it compulsory that upon retirement you have unrestricted access to your money because your retirement benefit is your money. That is one of the first law I would want a bill I would want to sponsor when I get the responsibility. You know, so many things that bothers me, but they have to be in this order of this priority. I will kill this day first.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay. Well, you've spoken well, and you are aware you are before now. The House of Assembly are occupied by the opposition party. Though they are not, they are in power in Delta State. Do you think you can match them?
You mean the PDP?
The PDP.
Yeah, they're very well. You have seen clearly on the 25th that Nigerians has come of age. They know who they are voting for. They have demonstrated it, and they will continue to do so. The people know what they want, and I'm sure that they know who I'm contesting with. I'm sure they will vote for me. In any way, my party is not also a weak party. The All Progressive Congress is not a weak party. It's a party at the national level. It has been in power in Nigeria for 8 years. It's not a weak party. The only disadvantage we have always had here is that from inception, when APC was formed, the first presidential candidate of APC was Buhari, President Buhari, that is still the president of this country. A Fulani Northern was contesting against our own son, Goodluck Jonathan. So our people saw it, the APC, as a party that is coming to use a Fulani man to come and chase away their own son there. When Buhari won, the herdsmen continued their nuisance and at a higher scale. So that has affected us. But today, the reverse is the case. The PDP will no longer do what they used to do, which is to, instead of coming to tell our people what they have done with the mandate given to them, they just come back to say, don't vote APC. APC is a Fulani party because our president's candidate was Fulani. Today, the reverse is the case. It is the article that is the Fulani man. It is the cover that want the Fulani man to continue to rule us forever. So that's the disadvantage that APC used to suffer. It's no longer there. So people will vote for us, people will vote for us.
Okay. Yeah, Honorable, you've spoken well. I'm quite impressed. But the last question I will ask you is about what do you have for the youths?
You ask what I want for the youth. It means what you are asking me, what do I have for myself, because I'm also a youth. It's very important and fundamental. Because I grew up here, we are together. I'm just one out of them. I represent them. There is nothing that an average youth of Okwani has gone through that I have not gone through. I've told you my background. I was never from a rich background. I moved around this Okwani local government with my mom. I started my primary school at Obiobeti Primary School. The elite primary school, Obiobeti. When we left there, we went to Belém Primary School and eventually concluded the Moka Primary School. Started just here, my school, and eventually concluded my secondary school in secondary school. It was only university that took me away from Okwani. And since I left the university, my business is closing, Masaba. I always say, I know what you have suffered. During the course of my campaign, I went around all the communities in Ukwan local government, and I'm seeing that our people are suffering. My message to our people is that first of all, on the 11th, the youth should rise up once again. That it should not be discouraged by what happened on the 25th. Changes does not come overnight. Buhari that is the president today contested just like P2B over 3 times in the north. They were all voting for him in the north. We were not voting for him here. Our people has demonstrated that they want change. They have started it now. They should repeat it the next time, and they will get results. What's happened to P2B is that the Northerners did not vote for him. If Northerners has voted for him, even though 20% of them, P2B will have been president-elect today. So I want them to continue. This 11 should be another opportunity for them to show that they have not. Because if they get discouraged, you are allowing these charlatans to continue to use our power that is in our hands against us. I will represent them in governments and share their pains and aspirations, and I am here to offer solutions to all of us because I'm part of them.
Thank you very much. I think we have come to the end of today's section. Ndokwa ejebe mekete na agba amusi n'ụmụ bana ndị ni gwenye ntị Ndokwa ka ekete na agba amusi ọdụ izu ka abịakọ bana
Are you surprised as to what kind of song I'm listening to and I'm vibing? Oh, that's my traditional song. In case you don't know, I'm an Ukwani man. I'm from Delta State, Nigeria. And to all my people, all my fellow Ukwani people all around the world, whether you are in Nigeria or you are in other parts of the world, I want you to please get your phone and download Ndokwa FM, the #1 digital radio for the Ukwani people. Are you surprised? We are online. You can download it, you can even stream it online. Please do not forget your roots. Don't be like me. Well, I'm reconnecting with my roots now. Please, Ndokwa FM. Don't change the dial. Listen. Thank you.
This is Ndokwa FM online radio. The best place to be. Don't be left out.